Y'all, what the fuck? What is going on in the black community? What is going on in the community? On YouTube, I'm watching everywhere. Everybody's talking. I'm just seeing all this bickering and fighting and disagreement between black men and women, especially when it's coming down to talking about the man who died, Kevin Samuels. Now, I already knew, I can't say I watched a lot of his videos. I've seen pieces and clips of a couple of videos, not enough to say that he hated black women or he whatever had a disdain for black women altogether. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that because I didn't watch him enough, but I see other people's comments and I basically understand. I've watched a couple of seconds here and there of his videos and I saw what he was talking about and shit. Some of the said shit he was saying was true, and then some of the things he was saying was not true because you can't put all women, I don't care what kind of women they are, all black women are not the same. It's just not going to happen. And not all black women have the same expectations. Not all black women talk the same. Not all black women look the same. Not all black women care about the same. This one, ooh, this here is crazy. Y'all, what the fuck? What? I'm going to take off my bonnet that I sleep with at night for this one. Ooh, this here is crazy. Y'all, what the fuck? What is going on in the black community? What is going on in the community? On YouTube, I'm watching everywhere. Everybody's talking. I'm just seeing all this bickering and fighting and disagreement between black men and women, especially when it's coming down to talking about the man who died, Kevin Samuels. Now, I already knew, I can't say I watched a lot of his videos. I've seen pieces and clips of a couple of videos, not enough to say that he hated black women or he whatever had a disdain for black women altogether. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that because I didn't watch him enough, but I see other people's comments and I basically understand. I've watched a couple of seconds here and there of his videos and I saw what he was talking about and shit. Some of the said shit he was saying was true, and then some of the things he was saying was not true because you can't put all women, I don't care what kind of women they are, all black women are not the same. It's just not going to happen. And not all black women have the same expectations. Not all black women talk the same. Not all black women look the same. Not all black women care about the same things. Not all black women have the same morals. Not all black women have the same taste in men. Not all black women think all black men are ain't shit. So it's like, it's that's my perspective on it. But to see all the fucking bickering and hate that's going on, and then it's just nastiness being said, not even about the man, no disrespect, rest in peace to him, because I don't never celebrate anybody's death, even if it was somebody that was my enemy. That's God's word. I don't have no comment on God's word. It is what it is. But I understand. I definitely understand how some people just, they didn't like something that they didn't like, especially if somebody was on YouTube talking. And people, when you're on these YouTube streets, when you're out here in general, anything you put out there from based how you feel, it's going to be interpreted by different people, however way they want to interpret it. This is a big world we live in. There's a lot of people. There is not one thing, honestly, that I think you can name up that 100% of people agrees on in this world. Give me one thing that everybody agrees on in this world. Shit, even down when it comes to eating, there's motherfuckers who think that they don't even have to eat, or it's just, there's not one thing in this world that everybody in this world has agreed on in solidarity. It's just not one thing I can think of. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's like all these conversations about men hating women, women hating black men, and preference, and this, that, and black women are angry, and black men ain't shit. It's like at some point, right? It can't continue to go on like that. And I know this is a deep conversation, and shit has been like that for a long, long time. And I know there's all types of reasons why. We can go back historically, we can include other people, we can do all kinds of shit to reckon why it is what it is, what I'm seeing. And again, it's nothing new. But what I'm saying is, it's not benefiting. It's not benefiting the black women. It's not benefiting the black man. But what it is doing is having everybody else is looking in, as they already do, on the fact that black people don't know how to unite. And I'm not blaming women. I'm not blaming men. But then again, I am. Because it's like, at some point, we have to understand, instead of pointing and blaming and dissing and downgrading and saying you're not this, you're not that, you need to be this, you need to be that, it's better ways certain things can be resolved. And at some point, as a community, as a people, we have got to get there. Resolutions have to be made on a large scale, so that these stereotypes that we have or perceive of one another are, and again, you're always going to have people who feel whatever they feel about something. It's just what it is. And it's not just within the black community. Shit, everybody has issues in every culture. It is what it is. All over the world, just people in general. But what I'm saying, this specifically, what I'm seeing online with this bashing of each other towards black men and women, going back and forth, and who's right and who's wrong. And not even, you have women who, I'm not going to just single out the men, because there are women who don't agree with some of the things that they see online, and then there's women who do agree, and they also bicker against each other. And then you have the men who, not as much. I don't think I've seen as many men bickering. I see more men and women bickering against each other, of course. But yeah, and another thing I wanted to say real quick, this thing, I keep hearing a lot about black women. Black women are always a topic at some point. If it's good, bad, it's shit. From what I'm seeing, a lot of the time it's negative. We are celebrated in a lot of ways too. I'm seeing that more, but me as a black woman, I see how we're stereotyped in negative lights. But guess what? You can't feed into that. I see a lot of women online, and of course, stand up. You gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta let things be known if you're perceived or you're being stereotyped as black women a certain way. There's nothing wrong with you speaking out against it, correcting people, letting them know how you stand on it. But everything does not have to be addressed. And what I look at is the fact, because black women are often attacked in so many ways, or just talked about, we give a lot of attention to that. We can't be giving all this attention to that. We just got to live our lives and be fabulous. People are going to think what they want. When it comes to personal relationships, that's when you need to make sure you make it clear who you are, what you accept, what you don't accept. You being loving towards whoever you choose to, if it's reciprocated, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not walking around. I can watch this shit on YouTube and see everybody, all these different perspectives, and it's like, I'm not feeding into that. I don't even be going on any type. I mean, for what? I know who I am. I know all women are not the same. But there's nothing wrong with women defending each other, because I will defend certain things if I have to out loud, because my whole thing is, all women aren't the same, all men aren't the same, all people aren't the same, no matter what color you are. And it's just a lot of negativity going on, especially against black men and women. And I think it needs to stop. We got to figure out a way to resolve this shit and be positive, so we can have a loving relationship, so that the younger generation sees that. Like right now, they're wild. They wild. Like, I'm 41. I was a little wild when I was younger too. But this generation's, they really don't care about relationships, what it's looking like. They do, but it's just that they need some type of solid. They need to see more loving, stable relationships amongst black women and men. Not even if marriage would be great, they need to see that. They need to see healthy relationships in general. And you don't have to be married, because not everybody wants to be married. But whatever the relationship is, the overall relationship between black men and women needs to be improved upon, and that just needs to happen in general. We just got to do it because the younger people are seeing that, and they're gonna be looking at, well, shit, their parents, their aunts, their uncles, they all hate each other. There's no love there. So what do they got to what? We gotta show some stability. We gotta show some love. We gotta show some unity. We gotta do better.